Pod leader.
My goodness me.
Oh, we'll get there.
Pod leader.
Private panel. I'm on sex watch.
Hey, do you want to wear that top?
It's good. It's round. Where are the bobbleheads?
Mr. J.
Ira Two-Lift. Hi, and welcome to Pod Leadum. That's Top Model Podcast spelled backwards. My name is Hannah Jane Ginsburg, and what's this fruit, you say?
I'm JDB Crump, and I'm still keeping the competition in front of my face at all times.
And I'm Alexander Price, and you ever want to just get things real wet?
This close. This close. Today to discuss Cycle 9, Episode 6, The Girl Who Gets a Mango.
They needed a thesaurus for this title of this episode.
I mean, I guess technically that is true, but now we're back to individual girls and not a plot line, just
and
a
whose.
thing.
And whose. Why have we put who back?
I think it should have been the girl whose mango gets bit.
Right? How's that not more fun?
Even
anyway.
grab a mango. Who grabs a mango?
Who grabs? Yeah, if you're gonna go for the mango title, go all the way.
Yeah, don't be coy about mango titling. And you know who also isn't coy? Our supporters. Boom, boom, boom. As always, we're going to give a shout out to our most recent supporters through anchor.fm. That's anchor.fm/podleadum. You can support us for as little as 99 cents a month or any amount that your heart so desires. How much is the mango in the window worth to you? I'm just asking. And we have a new sponsor, Flavio.
Flavio. The Flavio of mango.
Who I think also sent us an email or a message too,
He did.
right?
He did.
Wonderful.
The
Thank
Tyra mails
you.
have been top notch recently.
Yes. Y'all have really taken our advice of formatting them like Tyra mails, and I like it.
So much joy.
Keep it up.
It was so funny to just get a wall of text from Alexander that's like 15 Tyra mails in a row. I love them
It's
all.
the best.
But thank you, Flavio. And again, you can sponsor us, support us at anchor.fm/podleadum. Now let's get to the episode.
Previously, the girls were flying high, posing in the air and on the ice.
I mean,
In the air.
did they mean that they were picked up on the ice? Because that's kind of what I took that as.
That would be crazy.
Can I tell y'all that I want to start more conversations with? Does my personality suck that much? And then just shoving loose potato chip crumbs into my mouth all willy-nilly.
Is this Ebony's first talking head?
It feels like it, or at least it feels like she got a brand new outfit or something. Like,
It's crazy.
she's had a lot of talking heads, quote unquote, where it's just her afterwards in front of the setting of wherever she just came from.
Where they catch it OTF.
Exactly. But
For the people out there who don't know TV lingo, that means on the fly.
Can you explain what screen capture is real quick?
Captcha.
or Steadicam. But I do think it is, because all of a sudden this dark blue and black outfit just assaults you from Ebony, because it's like, whoa, have we ever seen this before? And I think you're right. I don't think we have, which seems wild considering how much story we've gotten about Ebony.
I guess we actually haven't seen, I feel like we've seen a shit ton of Heather's talking heads, and that's kind of it. Sometimes Jenna. But
I was about to say, who have we seen? Bianca.
Oh, yeah. Because she has to explain her strategery.
Yeah.
All of Ebony's storyline has, up to this point, I feel like actually taken place in the panel room.
Yes.
That's interesting.
And now, this episode, we have the show and the panel just conspiring fully against a contestant.
Yeah, absolutely. And also, I feel like she's being gaslit into thinking she doesn't do well at the photo shoots, because she's like, I don't do well at the photo shoots. I don't do well at the challenges, which she doesn't do great at the challenges, to be fair. But she's game for them, and I don't do well at panel. And I'm like, one of those is not true, and one of those is only half true, Ebony.
Yeah.
You're not giving yourself any credit anymore.
And before we get to the other person the show is treating like garbage, did anyone else notice how many paper towels were on top of the giant microwave?
Hey, it takes a lot to keep that giant microwave clean.
Or are they not cleaning, and that's why there's so many paper towels?
Third theory, I think Janet left them as one final FU about cleaning that house. She just model walked up.
Don't forget me. Wipe it up.
I'm going to come back in 2 weeks, and I want to see exactly how many paper towels are off that roll. Yeah, so then we're going to switch to Ambrielle's. And I got to say, this is almost my opening quote, but this isn't the quote, but I love the way Ambrielle says hey to her dad in that way that at some point when we've been down and we've called a parent or loved one, hey, daddy. It's like, so like, this is going to be a sad call. Get yourself prepared, dad.
Letting you know, this is your warning.
I also thought it was really funny that her dad was like, don't be worrying about a good time all the time.
That was my quote. Don't worry about a good time all the time. Not bad advice.
No, not really the problem here.
No.
Not bad advice.
You don't need to be going out dancing, having fun every night.
I love that Ambrielle's version of Dad, can you just support me is Dad, can you just pray for me?
Yeah.
Well, I love that. Take it out of her voice, right? It's, Daddy, can you just pray for me, please? Like, get on my side for once.
Dad, you are always praying about other folks, and I need some Ambrielle Jesus time.
You know who is definitely a smoker? Bianca.
Oh.
The way she is chomping on that lollipop. I was like, oh.
Also, Heather in her talking head with these bronze eyes.
Glam.
What? Who gave them the right to make her that hot in confessionals?
She is like subtly glowing up through the episodes.
Yeah.
Yes, she's doing exactly what the show purports they want to see happen, to see the slow transformation, but they never give her credit for it.
No. It's the one time, though, Bianca offers actual advice to someone that isn't like a ploy to get them eliminated.
I almost don't believe it. I almost just think they cut out the talking head where she explains her plan. Also, Bianca says something that I don't think's true, where she says she finds herself getting closer to some of the girls.
Ooh.
You mean by default because you have to make a friend to Bianca? It doesn't feel like that's your MO at all. And she says this while she's talking to Heather.
Yeah.
What a complicated stew of feelings Bianca has towards Heather.
Do you think Bianca does like Heather, but also so clearly sees that Heather's the biggest competition for her that she just can't find herself actually being friends with her?
Yes. And so I'll spill some recap tea because that's next episode. But there's one thing that this really relates to.
Well, splish splash.
Yeah, there's a moment in the recap where Heather's waiting for the phone call, waiting to use the phone.
Oh.
And Bianca is like, hey, I'm next. And Heather's like, no, I've been sitting here. And she's like, Heather, shh, people are sleeping. And then moves in. And Heather's like, you're not going in. And she's like, well, I'm next. So, and like, it gets real weird because there's like conversations saying like, well, Heather acts like a child, so I'm going to treat her like a child. And I'm like, number one, Heather does not act like a child. Number two,
Never.
You're fully being a brat right now.
Yeah.
It's like the worst. And then Bianca pushes her way in and closes the door on Heather. And then Heather's like knocking and she's like, yeah, what do you need, Heather? It's uncomfortable.
Oh, I hate that kind of immature fighting. I do love the idea that you could end like fights really quickly by as soon as they argue back, you're like, shh, people are sleeping. Like no matter where you are.
It seems, I mean, Bianca clearly usually has a very easy time riling people up. And Heather is not easily riled.
No.
And I feel like Bianca both respects that and it makes her like want to rile her even more.
Yeah, there is a version of life where Bianca and Heather were just best buds in this house.
Mm-hmm.
They could have been.
Yeah, they easily could have been. And I think we see little moments of that, but Bianca just can't not survivor her way through this show.
Well, Bianca is so threatened because she sees how naturally good Heather is.
Oh, we'll get into I can't wait for that discussion.
Well, but knock, knock. You have a visitor.
I love Ebony going like, here in the first knock, and then the gut. Oh, like Ebony and Jenna did not understand that someone was knocking on the door. It just sounded like a clatter in the house.
So I think that this guest should have followed vampire rules because they were not invited into this house. This guest shoves his way in in a way that is very uncomfortable.
Jenna does not get out of Tyson Beckford's way at all.
She's too busy going through to completion. Can't move.
Because also it doesn't help that he's wearing what I call classic late night hookup wear, right? It's clothes that are easily removed and put back on. He might be wearing flip-flops. Like this is a 2:00 booty call outfit that he comes in.
Well, what else are you going to wear when you get sent over to come and talk to people about spokesmodels and spokespersons?
Professional. Also, what's happening with his hair?
It's under a hat, right?
We'll see later.
Hat.
He wears a hat throughout the entire appearance. There's just something like he isn't his hair is in transition in some way.
He's wearing a hat.
Hey, can you listeners?
I love. No. I'm putting myself. I'm Alexander. I am on Alexander's couch. I watch this episode. I see a human being in a hat, and I'm like, no. What
are they hiding?
What is happening?
Okay, listeners, you can probably tell from the way I'm talking about him. I don't like Tyson Beckford. And part of it is, did either of you ever watch Make Me a Supermodel?
Yes.
I watched like the first season, I believe.
I think there was only one season. Maybe.
There were two.
Oh, okay. But it was like, I think it was like just like a year or two after his appearance on Top Model. Which I don't know why he thought he could host a modeling show after he did this on here. But he is not a great person. He has a lot of problems with like body image, sexuality, and all that fun stuff that are like kind of gross. And I would say he brings that to this teach that didn't need to be.
Well, okay, yes. That's very fair. Super valid. But even if you didn't have all that Make Me a Supermodel hot knowledge, it doesn't matter because he also doesn't come across good in this episode.
Yes, sure.
This is also the least teach that'll ever be taught.
Yes.
Like there was any of the three of us could have walked in and taught this better.
Yeah.
Like truly. It is fascinating.
No training on how to speak or to be a model.
There is one shining light in Tyson's visit.
I have to say the same thing I'm thinking.
That Ebony runs, where she is like, whoa, and her boobs are just wobbling around.
She is like, I almost thought she was going to just fly down that giant staircase that she had. It was so funny. And I will say this.
Horny terror in her eyes.
Good or bad person, very attractive. There's a reason Tyson Beckford's a model.
Oh, yeah.
And I totally get, like, the excitement of, as Heather says, eye candy. Yum.
Heather is the one who fucks, y'all.
Yeah.
For real and for true. Also, we've never seen this little living room area for, like, a while. And it's maybe the best decorated area of the house. It's got, like, a nice... Oh, no. Hannah is losing her mind. Did you hate it?
One piece of decor. I don't know if it's an end table or a stool, but it was just a stump.
Oh, yeah.
The stump.
Oh, yeah.
It's a greenhouse. It's a greenhouse.
I'm going to say this, though. For all the back wall art and that stuff, it felt like this was, if you were going to go and have a green themed house, this is the only room where I'm like, this was the line. This is as much as I could take. Because every other shot we ever get in the house looks like they're in a full jungle. And I truly wonder if some people are just like, maybe every girl who gets eliminated just takes a couple of potted plants with her.
Maybe. It's like a wedding.
This is the deforested room because that's why there's a stump.
Yeah.
So Tyson comes in and he's going to give them a teach that he adds a layer to that was not in the brief that he was handed before coming into this.
Is he going to give them a teach? Because
there's nothing taught.
This is what it boils down to. You learn to use your looks for a lot of good things, okay? And just don't be pretty faces standing around.
So then he goes and tells them to get a fruit or vegetable or whatever.
Or Jenna gets a hand mixer.
Oh my God, I wish we could have seen what that would have been.
That was so funny. I do fall more in love with Chantal, though, because she grabs one of my favorite treats, a lime popsicle. Y'all, I have a freezer full of lime popsicles. I love lime popsicles.
But then Tyson says, all right, ladies, you got to think now, how am I going to sell this item and make it sexy? Where did that second part come from?
And what does this have to do with spokesmodeling?
Yes. And also, why are they told to direct it to him and not the other women?
Yeah. It did give me a little bit of shades of ANTM chocolate. But again, that was one of those things that they didn't tell them to do it sexy. They could do it any way they wanted, because we got Nicole being like, I love my ANTM chocolate. And we got other people like Brie, like helping us all reach climax.
Yeah.
Like there's all these different versions of it.
He also just starts making like sounds like.
Oh, my favorite part was, and this is a man who clearly has not had to work to pick up a woman in a while. How wet is the water?
I do love that Ebony gets over her fascination with Tyson long enough
Real
to hate
quick.
this challenge. Because when he says, she has a water like heater?
Like an electric tea kettle.
Oh, how luxe. How
Or as
privileged.
she responds, as she calls it, this water heater upper.
I mean, that's what JW Grub would call it, so I feel her. But he goes, how do you say it's hot and moist and really what you want? And then she goes, it's hot and moist and really what you want. And I'm like, you know what? You did not do what he says.
Yep.
Yeah. When Bianca has a watering can that she's like stroking, and then he goes, how wet is the water? And she just pours it on the carpet.
I love it. That's actually a great Bianca moment. This
wet.
I mean, how else do you answer that question?
I mean, I'm shocked Bianca didn't pour it over Heather's head, but otherwise.
But she should have, because Heather, oh my lordy.
Sometimes you need a little bit more of sophistication during a special night for two.
It's fingerprint proof. And I was like, to kill someone?
I did think it was actually, if you're going for sexy, her then going, and lipstick proof. Well, I was like, this is the sexiest wine glass commercial.
Oh, yeah.
You're winning the brief. And again, I hate, this teaches so bad. Let me be clear about this. That being said, the fact that Heather is good at this teach really, puts to rest all that. Can Heather, through, her autism and ADHD, actually do this kind of sexy stuff and not just be naturally stunning? Like, we're seeing her be good at stuff, which I'm just setting up now for arguments that happen about Heather later.
Yeah.
Exactly. Then we get the titular mango. And Tyson asks her, would I like to take a bite of that mango? You can take a bite of any fruit I have. You go sit down with your sexy mango. No, I want to watch you eat the mango. No. Ambriella's taking control. She's taking the sexy from Tyson, and it is hers.
Yeah.
That was a big bite,
I was
too.
about to say, that was also a big bite when we saw it. I love that she kept it in her confessional. I was like, Ambrielle.
My co-star, the bitten mango.
Do you eat mango skin?
I have.
Okay.
That's where the vitamins are.
In some shady editing, when Tyson says, how bad do you want it? How bad do you really want it? They just cut to Ebony.
This whole episode. Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Now it's time for an actual challenge that nobody was prepared or trained for.
Yep.
And the disparity between the teach and the challenge has never been so great.
Absolutely. But they're all excited to see Tyson again, especially me. Sarah going full horny. She was like, you didn't get to see me horny earlier. Now I'm going to show you. Sarah's also down to clown.
They also all dressed like Tyson. Like, he came to the house in a black tank top, and then most of them are wearing black tank tops.
And that kind of happens throughout the rest of the cycle. And I truly wonder if there was an actual teach to this where Tyson was like, hey, all of you can just wear these old Navy sundresses are cool and whatever, but you can just wear black tanks and jeans, right? Like your friend Tyson Beckford.
So we meet Elizabeth Santiso, the vice president for Keep a Child Alive.
The pairing of Tyson and Elizabeth every time they stand together. I don't know why it tickles me so much. They couldn't be more different people. And I'm not just talking about appearance. I'm talking about like who
vibe
they feel like they are as people.
But also, and I'm jumping the gun a little bit, but is Elizabeth low-key one of the best challenge judges we've ever had?
Elizabeth is doing a job.
Yeah, absolutely. Like Elizabeth, from start to finish, this episode contained one of my least favorite teaches, but one of my favorite challenges.
Especially in how it's judged.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be PSAs. It's PSA time. The contestants will be filming 30-second PSAs for Keep a Child Alive.
Mm-hmm.
They have 30 minutes to do this entire thing.
Yeah, to figure it out. And they're going to get booklets and some other things that I'll talk about in a second that I'm very excited to talk about.
They get props, pen and paper, and ambassador Bibles. Ambassador.
And they also get, now that I guess we're just talking about it immediately, and I'm so excited. They also get a stopwatch and loose red beads, which I think could have been used as a thing. And this, y'all, have you ever heard of Odyssey of the Mind?
Yes.
No.
I was
People who participated in Odyssey of the Mind.
Same here. It's also called OM for short. It was this competition, and you could do a lot of different activities within the competition. Some would be building based, some would be more theatrical based, etc. And you had a team from your school that would get to work on it and whatever.
Oh, I think I did do this.
And this was full Odyssey of the Mind realness from start to finish. The stopwatch to time yourself, having all these props, this book of like specifics that you could draw from. I love this. I love this challenge. And Ebony also seemed to be having a good time with this particular challenge.
Why were these teams presented in backwards order?
Were they?
Well, the first team we see, and is Tyrant, is Team 3. Sarah, Ebony, and Celicia.
What a choice.
And it's probably because that's how like Elizabeth assigned them or whatever. And they were like, we might edit that in. They gotta know.
But I dubbed this team FOMO Smomo, which is Team Former Smokers. Is that the energy that this team is giving me?
Oh my God, Alexander, that's one of the best jokes you've ever joked. That's really funny. Okay. I gotta say, one interesting thing about this challenge is all three groups come at this from very different angles.
Very different.
Which actually makes it an interesting competition, more so than just them reciting lines. That being said, also, as a model, you're not gonna be writing your own copy for the PSA. So it's like, is this... like, it's fun for television. It's not like...
This is usually how the PSA challenge happens, though.
Yeah, I get it. It's like the top model thing. And it also helps the viewer, like, learn about it.
Team 2 is Ambrielle, Heather, and Jenna, which I just wrote team... Oh, honey.
Team...
And then team 1 is Lisa, Chantal, Bianca, team wanting it. They want this more than anyone else.
I would also call it just... Team Bianca, because Bianca comes up with a concept, Chantal yes and we are done planning. And it's not a bad concept.
No.
I don't think any of these teams had bad concepts.
I was pleasantly surprised.
These
truly.
were all conceptually pretty usable.
Yeah.
Sure, conceptually.
Yes.
Because, okay, we didn't get to talk about it. They only get one take.
Yeah.
One.
Mm-hmm.
So if they flub a line, smell you later.
Bianca. So team 1 goes up and they have their like, see no evil, speak no evil, hear no evil theme, right?
When Chantal performs See No Evil, she covers her entire face.
There's
like she's washing cleanser off.
They did not talk this through. As much as Bianca was in charge, she didn't think about what's going to happen is, one of them like reveals their ears or eyes or whatever. And then the rest of the commercial, they just head down, hands covering. And Bianca being last gave herself the most copy. So most of the commercial is just Chantal and Lisa covering their eyes and ears and looking away.
Or entire face.
And it's a shame because they come up with fun lines that each have a word that like have something to do with hearing, seeing.
Didn't you hear? Can't you see?
I like it. I think that's good for 30 minutes. My captions let me know that Bianca pronounces pandemic. P-I-D-E-M-I-C. And I love that even the captions are like, that's not what she said.
It's unfortunate that Bianca stumbles once and then can't stop stumbling to the point where she does not say the name of the charity correctly.
Yeah. Keep a child.
Just keep that child.
It sounds like a anti-choice organization.
Oh my God, it does. Oh no. By the way, Heather the entire time has been blowing up the concept of this challenge because Heather just keeps telling us how little time they had and how that was not enough time to accomplish what they needed to accomplish. And I can't believe how many times they let Heather say that on the air.
Well, it's because she's autistic, so her opinion doesn't matter as much.
So apparently the only prop that got used, other than poster board, was paint.
Yes. Because the I Am Africa thing, I think.
No. But why did group number 2 choose to paint blue stripes on their shoulders?
Well, because
why?
they were the
made a
team with 2 white
choice.
people in it.
They had no, I don't think it's that
No, I
deep.
think they
I
were
think
just
it's
like,
literally
we
just they
need to-
had paint.
Yeah. We need
I
a
think
thing.
it's just they have paint. I was shocked at how surprisingly effective dropping the poster board was.
Oh my god, that when they just dropped it and it made like a thunk.
But then Elizabeth did like a slow like nod.
It's good. It's impactful. If you watch that on TV and you heard that slamming noise, you would start paying attention.
Yes.
The only thing I hate about it is that both who was in that group, it was
Jenna, Heather, and Brielle.
Yeah. Jenna and Ambrielle stay looking forward, but Heather can't help but look at the poster boards as they fall. And it's like so frustrating because I'm like, I almost feel like that killed the vibe of the commercial.
Yeah.
Sure. There was some, clearly, I think also one of their props was the sign saying, I think it was the 40 million, whichever, one side had far better handwriting that looked like it had been like mapped out with a ruler. And then the other side was like a quick, we have 30 minutes.
Or we have 2 minutes left.
Yeah. And we also this is our science project, and we didn't map out how much room we had, and they get smaller and more cramped as it goes towards the end.
Oh my gosh, I am the absolute god of doing that with posters. If you tell me I have to put happy birthday on the poster, I will give you happy birth, all in the same size, and then day will be crammed at the end.
And then we have our last team, which I actually think had the best written copy.
They did.
I'm going to say it right now. This team should have won.
Yeah.
Yes.
Unfortunately, they get what the charity does wrong.
Which is so frustrating because that was one of those things that, like, if everyone got a second take and they got to get one note.
Mm-hmm.
So what's crazy too is when they got it wrong and she says that they don't, I'm like, why? But why would you not offer prevention? Like, it's maybe a fault in your charity, which they did fix later. It is a fault in your charity. If you're preventing, if you're talking about HIV/AIDS and you're saying, oh, we don't provide any kind of prevention. What? Why? But
they probably have a very specific mandate that they have to stick to.
Wow.
But it is extremely unfortunate that that's basically, it seems like, why this team doesn't win the challenge, because it's a really good PSA.
Yeah.
Perform it really well, except for Celicia scratching her hip/butt.
Yeah.
Good 10 seconds.
She also doesn't say, like, because they say, I am African, you are African, and she says, we are Africa. Seems like that was maybe a mistake.
But maybe that was part of the copy. Like, we'll never know because we didn't get to see, like, all of that booklet. Like, that's one of those things I always give the benefit of a doubt all. Mm-hmm. I don't give the benefit of a doubt when Elizabeth can't pronounce Ambrielle's name and calls her Ambrielle. Ambrielle. Which sounds like an ambrosia store that opened up and like tried to be cute with their name. Celicia, and you'll see this a lot. Anytime Celicia succeeds, she has the dorkiest "we did it" dances. It's so kind of out of character for her that it makes it accidentally charming because we don't get to see dork Celicia a lot.
Yeah.
Not enough, I'm gonna say.
Agreed.
Yeah, I was like, why don't we see this?
So team 2 wins by default because
they didn't mess up any of the copy, essentially, like, or any of like.
I feel like Elizabeth is like, we actually planned on using one of these, and we for sure can't use the other two.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I actually, now that Alex has made his stance clear, I would have loved it if one of the contestants, when they were like, well, we just do treatment, not prevention. If one of them would have been like, oh, that seems like a fault with your charity. like just fully, like, she was like,
Elizabeth?
well, you were gonna win.
I bet Heather said it and they cut it out. So then we're introduced to a new person for no reason, and a woman comes out who has the same name as my mother, Lisa Price, the co-founder of Carol's Daughter.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God, that didn't even occur to me.
That's so funny. I didn't think of that either. Can I just say this? I looked up a little bit more about Carol's Daughter, especially for a thing that's about to happen, because I wasn't familiar. That's like one of those products I know, like the name of. So Lisa Price is the titular Carol's Daughter.
Yeah.
Which is fascinating to me, and established the brand in 1993 in Brooklyn, New York. So it's a New York-based thing. And it's very much products, hair, skincare, etc., for women of color. Anyone could theoretically use it, but
up to the last 15 years ago. But yes, there was a change 15 years ago.
What was the change?
Oh, that it was more, they changed the language in the advertising to kind of mitigate and undermine that. They far more racially ambiguous, far more relaxed hair.
Oh,
They,
is that when
changed-
L'Oreal bought them?
I believe so.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Because L'Oreal bought them at some point later on, but that was definitely like the vibe of Carol's
Oh, yeah. Well, they were the
daughter.
first Black-owned beauty line with its own flagship store in the country.
Nice.
Which is like
That's
great.
awesome.
Yeah. Oprah, Will Smith, and Jada Pinkett were all investors in the company. So Lisa Price comes out with a mystical wooden bowl that is going to decide the winner of this challenge.
I love the assistants that have to bring out the giant Carol's daughter gift baskets worth $500 each. And these are worth $500 because these gift baskets are the size of one of the contestants. They are
Yes.
giant.
So they're told that one of the girls who was going to be chosen randomly, which makes zero sense,
Why?
is going to have a photo shoot art directed by Mary J. Blige.
Especially when we find out just how good this prize is.
Yeah, this is an amazing prize. And also, look, you should have fudged this and picked a winner that would have been more appropriate.
You
for this.
should have just put all Ambrielle's name on all the slips and just picked Ambrielle.
Or like put it in the freezer and then put it in the bowl so you can pick one.
or just pick all three of them.
Yes.
So that it could be one of those things that happens where it's like, it's a group, so it doesn't matter. It's a group. What
This
they
is
do
cool.
to Heather later. Okay, we'll get there.
Yeah.
there.
So Heather wins. And then Lisa says, well, Mary's picking looks. We've got to go.
Lisa kidnaps Heather. There is a smoke cloud in the shape of Lisa Price and Heather that exits.
How do we feel about Matthew Ralston, the photographer on the shoot?
I feel like anytime you ask us this, it's to set us up for failure because you hate them. I thought he was fine.
I also thought he was fine.
Does he
Yeah.
not remind you of like a Chris Lilly character that you might see?
I gotta say, I thought you were setting us up for something, and if you had told me that you were setting us up for a Chris Lilly character, I would not have believed you, Alexander.
I just like that he actually coaches the models when he
Yes.
gets
Yes, that is true.
them
He
on
gets
set.
better.
We're going to see that again when he comes back in a future cycle, but he gives very specific, clear direction, which we get so rarely on the show.
I think we always see so much more specific, clear direction in these photo shoot prizes because they're actually going to be used for something.
Yeah, for sure. Mary J. Blige did not expect this because she comes on, sees Heather, and is like, what the fuck? I thought I was working with the I Am African campaign.
Mhm.
They put a makeup tan,
Tan.
as they say.
Let's give her a tan.
Well, the outfits. So Mary J. Blige has already picked out these outfits. One of them is a full, gorgeous, like tribal African caftan, big bold colors with drawings, and it's gorgeous. It's not going to, for Heather.
Heather's also notably the palest contestant that was
Yes.
remaining in this cycle.
Yes. It would only have been worse if Jenna was there with that.
Chantal would have been the one that would have that Mary J. Blige would be like, cut it. Rebecca from Sunnybrook Farm is not doing this Carol's daughter.
Mary J. Blige literally says, I'm thinking like makeup for these colors, so let's give her a tan. Like she's not even hiding that this is a problem for Mary J. Blige's vision.
It is nice to see Heather so happy and excited about these people.
Yes.
And Mary J. Blige was pleasantly surprised by how this all worked out.
yeah. Also,
But then I'm going to say Heather gives Mary J. Blige a little bit too intense of a hug that Mary J. did not agree to.
I felt like afterwards I needed to tweet at Mary J. Blige and be like, hey, I just saw this episode.
Are you okay?
Are you okay? One thing we didn't mention earlier that comes up now and will continue to come up later in this episode is that Heather is still focused on this, like, I've only been doing profiles gaslighting that's been happening. So she really wanted to use this chance, smart of her, to practice face on things. We also get a lot of the photographer Matthew being like, straightforward, like, which is kind of funny because maybe she truly doesn't naturally do it.
Yeah.
Sure. It's also, I think the campaign is very that.
I think both of what we're saying is true, though, that she doesn't naturally do it, but a lot of campaigns, to the judges and panel's credit, are face-on things, especially in makeup.
Yes, very makeup. I think fashion, I think you get away with a lot of profile.
Mm-hmm.
So Tyra Mail, some models never wear the same outfit twice, but until you reach the top, you'll have to recycle yours.
And then Celicia says, well, we're thinking recycling because of, our house and stuff. And I'm like, you're thinking recycling because it said recycling in the Tyra mail, Celicia.
Our whole house is based on recycling.
Sort of.
Tires, remember? The seats are tires. Definitely tires.
Yes.
I think it's more based on plants. If you had to say something besides just green.
So the girls decide to have a slumber party, and y'all, they put a frozen pizza and loose chicken nuggets on the bottom of this microwave oven thing. I can't get over just putting it loosely on. Why would you do that?
The pizza was on a board.
The chicken nuggets were loose.
How do you?
Maybe they're just really trying not to fill up the sink.
On a baking pan.
Oh my God, Alexander! This episode is just going to show every listener. Are you a JW or an Alexander? You have a baking pan in your house for what?
2 baking pans.
Alexander, no, you don't need that. Chicken nuggets are not something you need to put on a baking pan. That is what your microwave is for. That is what a hot car dashboard is for. You do not need that.
Would I normally heat something up in the microwave on a plate? Yes. Do I admire them for not filling up the sink? Also, yes, as we've seen that's a problem for these women.
I'm sorry. I'm team loose nuggets. Always have been, always will be.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now, let me say this, though. This is why this greenhouse and this eco-heating bullshit doesn't work, because they all say out loud that it's so cold in the house all the time, and the warmest place is this walk-in closet, that's where they're going to have their slumber party. I'm like, cool advertisement for green energy, talking about the house is not comfortable.
And also pumping in AC constantly.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, it's so funny. So their sleepover time, and this basically leads to 2 things. Ebony just fully now telling everyone, or at least we're seeing her for the first time being like, I don't want this.
I want to go home.
I want to go home. And Chantal weirdly convincing her to stay, because Chantal's argument is she should stay because she just will meet more people. And I'm like, Chantal, that's what you want to do. Ebony doesn't want to meet any additional people.
We also get Bianca fishing for compliments from the other girls.
And an early pre-definition of smize. Which is, Tyra told me she wanted me to keep my eyes squinted but wide.
Mm.
Oh my God, that's so funny. We also get weird security cam footage of the closet from the perspective of the mirror that Bianca is looking at. And I'm like, can you imagine when they set up the house with this one random camera? They were like, well, we'll never actually use this. When are we going to need
and then one
walk-in closet?
It was like, ha, I told you.
Promotion for me.
Heather returns at 1 a.m.
Which is bananas, but I guess realistic.
With a gift basket, too. She also got the $500 gift basket.
I mean, that makes sense. She was also on set with all those products she probably used on her.
Mm-hmm.
And then Celicia says to Heather, her best friend in the house, if you don't want any of the Carol's daughter's products, I'll take it. Thank you.
I love Carol's daughter. And then Bianca backs that up. But also part of me is like,
yeah.
I mean, there's probably some stuff in there that Heather can't
use.
Sure. But then, I mean, Jenna's also there. Jenna has the same products.
Well, sure. But I think any hair care products we can give to Jenna right now are just a gift to Jenna. Can you imagine when Jenna got this? She was like, oh, thank Christ. Probably Ambrielle, too, actually, was like, oh, good. They finally gave me some hair product.
Like a life raft. It's just like, because it's a giant basket.
Oh my God. I just realized this episode and ongoing, Ambrielle starts figuring out her hair. Was it because she actually got products from Carol's daughter that were perfect for her hair?
Yes.
Probably.
Yes, absolutely yes.
She had to win a challenge to be able to do her makeover correctly. That is not right, Tyra.
Half win a challenge.
This is also when we get this new narrative of Bianca deciding that Heather doesn't work hard.
She doesn't deserve
she's just
it.
Too pretty to have to work hard.
It's so silly because, again, she just won a challenge for something that didn't involve her looks.
Yeah.
You're also just in a room full of women with beautiful faces. Like, that is the baseline. for a modeling competition.
I just don't know how aware Bianca is of the competition and the people in it. As much as she's on Survivor, it goes into the next episode too. She makes comments and I'm like, are you looking at the other people in this house? And then you finally see them and you're like, oh, Heather's really stunning.
Though I do like her confessional where she is talking at the end. She just dejectedly says, she baffles me. It's so funny to me.
So we head back to our old friend Quixote Studios.
Chantal giving us a full recap of the Tyra Mail and also their theories. Remember commercials, y'all, when we needed a reset up when we came back from a commercial? Chantal's here to give it to you.
And Mr. J lets the contestants know that when one of you does become America's Next Top Model, you have to give back.
You have to tithe. That's the Tyra way. Did Jenna just come from chopping wood? Because both her outfit and her hair suggest it. Is she chopping wood for that house so they can have some heat? I wouldn't.
We're going to see that the stump is missing in the next episode.
Why don't they list things anymore? Why
It's
don't
annoying.
they list things? It's so frustrating. And I understand that they weren't like, there's someone's going to be actively recapping this podcast decades later, but still, it was fun. It was also a fun moment.
You got to see the reactions from everyone.
Yes.
Bianca says she's going to use everything I've learned and everything I've heard.
But not everything she's seen.
Just everything she's heard about modeling conceptually.
So we meet fashion editorial and celebrity photographer Frederick Reshaw. Reshu?
I wrote this down and I knew that I was not going to remember how to pronounce it because it looks like Rishu. And I know that it was not that, but it's exactly what it looks like.
We'll go with Frederick.
Frederick. And Mr. J says something that isn't as impressive as he thinks it is. He says he shot from everywhere from London to Los Angeles. That's basically just America and London.
It's just an 8-hour flight.
Yeah.
Y'all, he shot everywhere left of Chicago. I feel so bad for the multiple production people that have to play top design between every shoot.
Oh my God.
And they get a white wall challenge and they have to redo it because
What was
the
that
theme of the
interior-
photo shoot is everyone gets a recyclable object.
Yeah. What was that Bravo interior design show where they had to do all these tiny rooms?
Yes, I remember that. I don't remember what it was called.
It wasn't top design? The thing I just said?
Oh, maybe it was. You're right. It was top
Yeah.
design. You're right. Right.
I was like, oh no.
But everybody is pulled into the set. Even our hair and makeup people are like throwing shredded paper in the air.
It's a full group project.
All hands on deck.
Every time. And also, that's the kind of thing you could have prepped 3 or 4 at once.
Yeah. And then just moved it in. It also seems like they're having to screw in these pieces of Luan and unscrew ugh.
They definitely screw in some of the plastic bottles to keep them up. This could have all been solved by one big lazy Susan. Just 4 of them, spin it around. In fact, keep the other models on their sets.
So Heather is aluminum cans. Chantal is shredded paper. Sarah is garbage bags.
Is it not just crazy to be one of our recyclable materials is garbage bags? Just needed to say it. Keep going.
Garbage, not recycling bags. Garbage bags. Celicia is car parts.
Celicia is the tire queen.
Ebony is bubble wrap. Jenna is cardboard. Bianca is oil.
Can I say it how Bianca said it?
Yeah.
The recyclable material that I portrayed was oil, and I was really oily.
That whole sentence is factually accurate.
Lisa was plastic bottles, and Ambriel was newspaper. Why was nobody glass?
It seems like such an easy one to do. Then get them some clear outfit kind of moments or something. Or some green glass translucency.
Yeah.
That's right there.
Bottle. It's crazy.
We even learned that you have to separate out the colors of glass to recycle. That could have been a moment.
Right?
Mr. J takes this opportunity to, shock of all shocks, be really mean to Ebony. To the point where when her photo shoot is done, her fellow contestants high-five her, and he tells them to stop.
Yeah.
I love, you know what? I super stand for Ebony this episode. When he goes in on her and then she goes, okay, thanks.
Yeah.
And then just leaves. Like,
she's not going to have someone, she's not going to engage with someone treating her badly, which for the show and survival on America's Next Top Model is bad. For you as a human being person, good.
Yeah.
Yes.
All of the mean girls watch Sarah. There is a full troop of Chantal and some others just standing arms folded watching Sarah in those garbage bags, especially because Sarah is destroying it, doing so well, being super creative.
In one of the worst briefs.
Although I will say for me, one of the better outfits that like goes with.
Sure. The set though was not helping that outfit.
No, but I like that it actually like
looks like a dress.
Looked like a dress and also matched the concept of what was doing, because some people get outfits that are just like, okay, whatever. And some people get things that actually are very reminiscent. Like Jenna got a great set and a great outfit.
Yes. And only Ebony was, quote, trampish.
Trampish is a weird word. And I also don't know what that means in context of what she did.
Did he mean trampy?
Yeah.
But trampish.
Also, you can tell exactly when Mr. J filmed all of his talking heads because the background is Ambrielle's set. So she either went last. She must have just went last, no matter how she's edited in the episode. She
did go last in the edit too.
Yeah.
Mr. J also says to Bianca, "Look at you smiling with your eyes."
Wow. Also, Celicia almost perished. Because her set was not safe.
No.
And then they blame it on Celicia.
They try to make it funny, but I'm like, that was legit dangerous.
Big ass tire.
And she does the right thing of just fully running forward.
You always just get out of the way.
Yeah. It actually weirdly was like my favorite Celicia moment. Just in the sense of like, she knows what to do. She does have that experience to be like, I'm getting out of the way.
Back at the house, Ebony and Ambrielle are commiserating about being trashed by the judges consistently. Ebony literally says, "Don't call my name. I can't take the criticism. It's not fair." And I'm shocked they kept "it's not fair" in there.
I'm praying and hoping that Tyra will make me go home.
Which is what I say to either of you, like when it's 1 a.m. at the bar. I'm just like, I'm praying one of y'all will make me go home.
Two things about Ambrielle. One, her skin is actually flawless.
Yes.
Like, actually all the time. Second, we get another great, cute saying from her when she's at her lowest point, where she's just, like, fully covering herself in her duvet and talking about how Mr. J told her how bad she was. And she goes, "The way he was sounding, I didn't do Jackie Squat right."
Jackie Squat. New drag name, Jackie Squat.
Season 13, baby. Ebony also confirms that they are currently getting 50 frames of photo, which is interesting. Which also seems like next to nothing.
As we've learned, 50 is what you get when you're punished.
Yeah.
That is very true. Also, this group of girls is why we have to endure something that I hate in Cycle 10. Because these girls have started reading the Tyra Mail eliminations together. And someone, Tyra, saw this and was like, we should do that for every Tyra Mel. And we're going to get the scroll in Cycle 10 that drives me bonkers. And I blame all of them. This has become, let's spot what this cycle effed up for future cycles. Cycle 8, fucked up Smokey. Cycle 9, fucked up Tyra Mels. Let's just see.
Welcome to our ugly home.
Reddit is back for a historically hideous season.
It's our 100th ugly house. This place is mayhem. That is impressive.
And if these walls could talk,
Do you cry a lot?
I do.
they'd have a lot to say.
What in God's name is this pit?
Don't get too close.
You know, if you see the show, I'm a scaredy cat.
Ugliest House in America season premiere Wednesday at 8 on HGTV.
The holidays mean more travel, more shopping, more time online, and more personal info in more places that could expose you more to identity theft. But LifeLock monitors millions of data points per second. If your identity is stolen, our U.S.-based restoration specialists will fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Don't face drained accounts, fraudulent loans, or financial losses alone. Get more holiday fun and less holiday worry with LifeLock. Save up to 40% your first year. Visit LifeLock.com/podcast. Terms apply.
I had that dream again. My small business needs to hire, but I don't use LinkedIn, and I hire an energy vampire. But also they're a literal vampire. And suddenly my team is spending all their time sharpening wooden stakes and buying bulk silver and rehearsing ancient chants, and then I wake up.
Don't let hiring nightmares ruin your dreams. LinkedIn Jobs' new AI assistant takes insights from over 1 billion professionals to create a short list of the best fits for you. Post your job for free at linkedin.com/quality. Start hiring today with LinkedIn.
So Tyra's panel photo is a bottled water ad, or it's for a makeup setting spray.
Just finish it?
What does just finish it? And also, it is in caps. Just finish it.
Really had nothing to do with our challenge this week, with our photo challenge.
Wasn't even trying. Her panel look is very business Tyra.
I liked it. Yeah, good color.
I did not like the loose scalloped collar, though.
Did love the earrings, though.
Yes, the earrings were good.
Can I tell you guys something fantastic about this just finish it shot?
Please.
Yes, please.
In 2014, Tyra tweeted this picture with the caption, "Biggest pet peeve, when people don't finish the water in their water bottles. Just finish it."
What?
So was this a message? Hold up. It's come together. Huh? Okay, so this was one of those things of like, if you're going to buy bottled water, don't waste the water. Don't be wasteful of water. And so that was the closest I bet this was some ad campaign for finishing your water. Mm-hmm. And that was her closest version of having a, quote, recycling thing. Fascinating. I really Encyclopedia Brown that together, and I'm very proud of myself.
Encyclopedia Hula Hey Browned it?
Yeah. I feel like you Encyclopedia Hula Hey Browned it because Tyra introduces the judges in not a fun way. So Nigel LaBarker, soul brother, man, number one.
In a petite afro.
Just the first week of Miss J's. It's the old Miss J wig from when there was only one person eliminated, or perhaps no people eliminated. And I have this theory. I'm going to defend Nigel LaBarker. I think that they were like, well, this will be cute. You're bald. You're notably bald. You'll put this on. It'll be a cute little moment. I bet he didn't know this whole soul brother thing that was going to happen, because he takes this off
immediately
and is embarrassed.
You know what would have made this cute? If Twiggy had participated.
I wanted it so bad.
That's what would have made this cute, instead of looking fully disgusted by everything that happened.
Or if we had also shoved one of these under Tyson's hat and he took off that hat and revealed it.
I think he was getting hair plugs at this time. That's my conspiracy theory. Tyson Beckford has hair plugs. He got it and then has gone.
Hannah will never be able to wear a hat in front of Alexander because a hat can never be just a hat. That's the problem with Alexander Hat. Hats are a big deal to him. I get that. It's in the name. It's in the name you revealed to us cycles ago, Alexander. That's my fault, not yours. Tyra calls Tyson the most famous male model of all time. Do we believe that?
And he is also an actor.
I believe that. That is objectively
I feel like
true.
that's less believable.
I think that's also less believable.
But is he the most famous of all time? Like, who would you...
Fabio?
I was trying to think if I could actually name someone that I would consider like more famous, because there are female models and you could argue a bajillion different most famous female models. But I guess he might be.
He might.
Maybe. He did Make Me a Supermodel for 2 seasons.
Yeah. Honestly, listeners, if you have someone, comment or email us or tweet us, who do you think, like, when you think most famous male model, like male supermodel, who do you think of? I would be fascinated to know what comes to mind, because if it's Tyson Beckford, great. That just seemed like a big thing to throw on top of him.
Yeah.
Alexander, are you still on Skull Shirt Watch?
Always.
Because this one was ugly.
They're all so ugly. As someone that has, things with like little skulls places, these giant, aggressive skeletons that keep assaulting our television screen are not cute.
I love a narrative in which this is how Miss J is confronting mortality.
Ooh, yeah. Look at the skull, because one day that'll be you.
Mm-hmm. You can't escape it. It's everywhere.
So Celicia is first. For Celicia, I think she's finally produced a good photo.
This is probably one of my favorite Celicia shots.
I'm going to say right now that I don't think any of these photos are as good as they should be, and I don't think it's on the models. I think it's because the setups are so tiny and flat.
Yeah.
That none of the modeling comes across as well as it should.
It also, there's no, and so many of these, there's not enough contrast. They made everything very samey.
Yes.
Which makes the model kind of disappear. I do think her eyes are still pretty dead.
But I do think this shot is pretty good and represents a big step forward for Celicia.
Oh, for sure.
It's the first time that I feel like the compliment matches what the photo was. When they're like, oh, you brought some high fashion, you brought some neck to this. I was like, she did.
I'm also just realizing that her jewelry is made of seatbelts.
Yeah.
Which is cute, and I wish they had used it in the setup more.
Yeah.
There are some cute little details. I understand what you're saying about this photo shoot as a whole, and I do agree with the critique you just stated. I sometimes like these more simple ones because I sometimes think you get more of what the modeling is because there's less variables happening. One or two photos kind of, put that argument or against that argument I'm making, but I kind of like this because part of me can even see what this would be as a PSA ad.
Yeah.
They all just look a little squashed in to me.
Yeah.
Fair.
Like if there had been more depth to the set and there had been a little bit more separation, you could have seen what they were doing a little bit more.
But I'm sorry, Alexander, I cut you off when you were going to talk about Tyson being gross about Celicia's lips.
Yeah. So not only is Tyson gross about Celicia's lips, Tyra doubles down on it and encourages it.
Yeah.
I think also Tyra's showing off a little bit for Tyson's there and she's like, she's really on today.
They also say that is Jenna next?
Yeah, Jenna's next.
Jenna, quote, looks a little dusted and cleaned off, like she had to get vacuumed.
I could not believe.
She did a ponytail. Calm down, Tyra.
You dusted yourself. What?
You mean took a bath?
They have this ongoing arc that Jenna is Pigpen and marching up to each of these with a smog cloud around her.
And that perhaps it's the hair that you haven't fixed yet.
Thank goodness in another episode it does get fixed.
This photo reminds me, I don't know how universal this reference is going to be. So I grew up in Southern California where we have a mall that is an international destination because it has very high-end stores. And it's if you go to Saks, Fifth Avenue or whatever, it'll say London, Milan, South Coast. It ends up being one of their flagship stores. There's a lot of those at this mall. And they used to do fashion shows and fashion things and photos in that mall. This is high-class mall, I think. There's something about Jenna in this photo that is this was a project because it was themed. And she is a high-class mall photo.
Alexander, the journey that you just led me and Hannah down to eventually say the meanest thing that Top Model has said we could say about someone that came from a mall.
I was setting it up that this was good mall. This was good
mall. Good mall.
Yeah. But I hate there's one white box in the background of this photo.
That is distracting. Thank you. I hate that box too.
A mistake.
But Jenna's banging in this. This is great. This is fashion. The cardboard purse.
The cardboard purse. I love.
Yes.
And it kind of looks like that's what you're buying.
That's what I'm saying. There's it's so fashion, but buyable fashion.
That's what the kiosk is. It's these purses.
It seems like a really good high-end window display.
Yes. Except that one fucking white box. It's so distracting right by her head. Ambrielle's next.
Ambrielle, who it seems to me, does a pretty good job overall, but the panel and Mr. J specifically are not going to let her have a nice time.
I thought it's very classic Ambrielle in that the body looks amazing.
Yep.
And the face is a little blank.
Yeah.
I like this photo, though.
I generally like it, too.
Yeah, I do, too.
The knives on the dress are cool. And this is the one where I don't think the setup made her look boxed in. There's this weird, depth because of all the color.
Different textures and stuff,
Yeah, and there's just a lot of, the way they've arranged it, there's a lot of motion to it, which I think is really helpful.
And she takes this critique so well. She does this cute little fake slap to her face and all this stuff.
Oh my God. When Tyra looks at her notes from Mr. J and goes, positives? Nothing.
Wow.
Well, what?
What are you supposed to take from that?
Yeah. Also, I just That's not evidenced in the footage.
Nope.
Now, I'm not going to sit here and act like Ambrielle has the best picture this week or something like that. That is not the case. But, like, why?
This critique for this photo, though?
I don't get it. I don't get it.
Lisa is next.
And Lisa's just trying to get that hair together.
They're still in her fucking
You
hair.
mean that incomprehensible cut that you forced on her?
It's, again, this is such a bad cycle for makeovers. So here's a question. For Ambrielle, Mr. J's opinion meant everything. For Lisa, Mr. J's opinion means nothing.
Like, nothing.
Because he was like, she was great. She took all these risks. And Tyra's like, whatever. They're safe risks.
Modeling 101 risks.
You know what a safe risk is, everyone listening? That's an investable thing. Take a safe risk.
I mean, I don't like this photo. I think it's a little sleazy, but I think that's because I hate lucite so much. And this photo is just giving me that in spades. I also think the background is literal garbage.
Sure.
Yeah, this is one of the worst setups, absolutely.
It kind of looks like she's punching the bottles into existence. Like she slammed the wall because they're like starbursted out. They gave the bottles such a specific pattern while every other setup was just kind of like, and here's a ton of it.
Well, they gave the ones on the wall a specific pattern and then just like threw a bunch on the ground.
Yeah, and now it just looks like their house. Also, she's in a bathing suit.
Yeah, this outfit is nothing.
Like, we couldn't give her an outfit? Those shoes are hideous.
And I'm usually a big proponent of lucite, and I can't even get behind this.
Ugh, I hate this photo. Bianca is next.
Overarching question.
Yes, please.
How do we feel about Bianca's mauve mock turtleneck? Because this is not the last time that we will see this turtleneck.
I think that she should just wear kind of variations of that black turtleneck with a little pop sleeve all the time. She should buy that in literally every color. And I think that's maybe this problem with this mauve turtleneck.
Is that you've seen the best version of it. And this is clearly like the third best version of that.
This is the TJ Maxx version of the first one.
I truly wonder if she started wearing it only and exclusively post makeover because she's trying to figure out what quote unquote looks best with her nearly bald hair.
Girly kind of.
Because I don't remember her wearing that kind of stuff when she had her longer hair beforehand. So that's what it's funny because for a variety of reasons, I think because they actually supplied them with teaches and materials to do so, I generally think that this is usually one of the most best dress cycles in terms of model basics.
Agree.
We get a lot of tanks, a lot of cute, simple dresses. They finally stopped wearing necklaces after a while.
The flare of the jeans is like calmed down.
Like everyone wears heels.
Yes, it's like a better cycle for dressing. And I think a lot of times Bianca, I think it's next episode where everyone's in black or gray and Bianca's the only one in like a green. And I'm like, Bianca, why aren't you just doing what everyone else is doing?
So this photo is literally the same photo as last week.
I think this photo is very unsuccessful, and her arm is stiff in a way that makes it look photoshopped longer.
This is the other thing I don't like, because she's oil, right? She's like the stiff, there's no looseness in her.
Yeah, and she got the added benefit of like having this gross oil put on her to make her like she's part of it.
Is she Ebony from Cycle 1? Did they just make Bianca into Ebony from Cycle 1?
We just need to check the doorknob. Was there oil on the doorknob? And if so, absolutely. You know what I wished Bianca had done? Just slipped on the ground. Just been rolling on the ground in oil. Just like fallen, like comically, banana peel style.
Isn't there like a great version of this photo where she's just actually sitting on that big can? Like super, like in her cocktail dress, super cute.
Yeah.
Yes.
Drinking.
She got the easiest styling.
Yeah.
She just got a cocktail dress. And she's just like leaned, like she's tipped on it.
I kind of wish they'd put her in a full barrel. Like a cartoonish poor person from back in the day.
To be fair, when they give Bianca like a challenge to work with, she usually does better. When they give her kind of like nothing, she's like, it just doesn't. I don't know. She keeps going to this, like, they get on Heather's case for the side profile. Ebony's body, or Bianca's body is always this flat to the camera.
Tyra, once again, everybody's all about what Bianca calls smiling with your eyes and what Tyra calls squint with your eyes big thing.
There's a reason it took 13 cycles, I suppose, to get to Smize.
Sarah is next.
Get ready. Okay, the most frustrating thing is she easily has one of the most successful pictures.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a gorgeous picture. You can't even tell it's garbage bags because of how much you're just looking at her in this dress.
She looks stunning.
This is the thing I don't like about this photo, and it has nothing to do with Sarah.
Ugh.
It's because the black in the back is invisible. Like, it makes part of Sarah's body invisible, which is also, I think, part of this nonsense you've lost weight narrative with Sarah.
I just can't get over this thing and this week 5 comparison where they just found the most unflattering freeze frame to make her look, quote unquote, her heaviest, and she clearly has the exact same body.
Yes.
And it's just, they've also gotten rid of her hair, which kind of like filled her face out.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I will say, maybe now that she has some new clothes from Old Navy and stuff, maybe she's dressing certain in a different way. I totally get that. But they comment on her weight loss, and she actively says, no, some people have mentioned that as well, which is a very kind way to be like, yeah, you're not the first one who's saying that to me, but it's not true.
But this like interrogative stance they take with her.
Especially Nigel. Nigel's all about this. It's
Perhaps
almost like
it's the way your dressing has changed. And then complete silence. I'm like, yes, she's wearing closer fitting clothes. If I were Sarah after this, I would have just come to panel like dressed in a fucking sack. Yeah.
Yeah. This is my conspiracy theory. I think Nigel is attracted to Sarah, but isn't attracted to plus size models. So he can't like get his mind around his boner for Sarah in the context of a plus size model. So she must be losing weight. And that's the only reason he now finds her attractive. Because he goes on and on and on about Sarah losing weight. And I agree with Sarah. She's just kind of like, it's not.
It's kind of like when someone's like attracted to someone of their gender for the first time, and they're like, but I'm straight, but I'm just, I can't be. I've got to find a way to like, that's.
You can't have one of the best faces here.
But yeah, it's so frustrating because again, she easily has a top 3 photo.
Yes.
Is it time for Ebony?
It is time for Ebony.
Can I say an interesting thing before we get into what's arguably one of the kindest judging panels to Ebony?
Wow.
Ironically, is that Tyra says, when I edit your film, because she's talking about editing around the quote snarl, which to be fair, it's a little snarly because she has downturned lips. It's a natural thing that happens.
We've talked about it too.
Yeah. But do we really think Tyra edits the film?
No fucking way.
But here's the thing, Alexander. I know why you want to say that. I feel that from you, even through the Zoom, from your heart and your soul and your mind. And I respect you as a person, as a co-host, as a friend, as a recent birthday boy. She does always have a ton of opinions and information about the film.
I don't think she edits it. I think she insists on looking at all of it.
I think when she says go
Isn't that one and the same? I'm not saying she photoshops it. I'm saying she picks the final photo.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, I think she goes through all of their film. Yeah.
Yeah, especially if they only get 50 frames. It might not take that long.
Sure. I don't know the ethics at this point of Tyra picking the photos, if that makes sense.
That's actually an interesting point, too, because if Tyra just picks a favorite, she could even not consciously, like subconsciously, pick one that's slightly worse to like teach Ambrielle a lesson.
Exactly. Because we've talked about sometimes it's like, this couldn't have been this person's best photo.
Yeah.
I think she's maybe not suited to be, if she's judging it, saying
a third party should be doing it.
Yeah.
Or there should just be like a team of some kind.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or a Jim DeYonker type person.
Oh.
There should always be a Jim DeYonker.
So we haven't even talked about this photo. This setup is once again the most hideous thing. It literally looks like a liquidation sale has occurred. And Ebony's like, you want this chair? It's $1.
It's the last thing left.
Yes.
Y'all, I was one of the last people in the American Apparel liquidation sale. Still got one of my favorite hoodies from that. It was an extra L that I just wear very slouchily.
And Ebony was there and she had this face?
Yes. But I was like, wow, stores are real sad when they're having a 90% off sale.
Yeah. Oh, that was when I went into Papyrus and got like 10 years worth of Mother and Father's Day cards for $1.
Did Papyrus close?
Yeah, they closed all their stores.
Wow,
They're still making the cards, but they are only...
That's fascinating, though, because, like, Papyrus was one of those stores that someone I was a personal assistant to for many years loved, so I was there all the time, and I knew my Papyrus.
My in-laws exclusively buy cards at Papyrus.
I like how we both say Papyrus. Papyrus.
Papaya. Papyrus.
To get back to this photo.
Yes.
Wait, there's a photo on screen?
It's not.
Look,
not
this
good.
is a shitty photo. The body's shit. The face is shit. It's not a good photo.
The outfit is terrible.
What is this bobble around her neck?
It's a bubble. It's a bubble.
And her hand is weird, too, at her skirt. It looks like she doesn't want to touch anything.
I didn't realize it's just like, we just threw a bunch of round things at her. It's like, cheetah print is really the bubble wrap of animal print.
Metallic cheetah print.
Remember that round, full lucite Natasha gumball chair? That's what she should have had for this.
Yeah.
That's a bubble. Well, it's a literal bubble.
There's a shrunken down version. It's wrapped up in bubble wrap.
But what's so funny, especially given the conclusion of this episode, which we're going to talk about in such a short amount of time, and also like Ebony's journey, this panel, maybe purposely so in the edit, is like the kindest, and it's mostly just Tyra. I think it's mostly just Tyra being like, look, we're giving you critique because we want you to be better and blah, blah, blah. Like if this was the way they had talked to Ebony the entire time,
she wouldn't have been this way.
I also just think we would have a very different impression of how the show treated her.
Also, they get on this weird thing of that her problem is not with modeling, it's with authority figures that I really didn't like.
It's from nowhere. It's from nothing.
Blurp, hate it.
It's this quote from Mr. J that is always going to bother me, is that she came to set completely uninspiring.
That's not her job.
I mean,
it's not really. Because he said that before. She's gone on set, done really well. The photographers like her.
That's true. True.
It's only Jay that doesn't really like her on set.
Yeah, he just wants buds, and she's not a bud.
Mm-mm.
No, she has no time for that. Chantal is next.
Here's an interesting thing, because they praised Jenna for her challenge win, being part of the challenge team. You'll now start to notice they didn't mention it to Ambrielle.
Nope.
But they mentioned it to the other two.
Yeah.
Yes, they did.
Because they just couldn't give Ambrielle a win this week.
Nope.
This photo is objectively great.
Really?
Honey, yes. This is great. It's what you want from Shred. And I get it. You want to agree with Tyson Beckford? I feel you, Alexander. I get it. But like, this is absolutely fantastic. It's what you want for shredded paper. This is full Cindy Crawford realness. I love it.
These are two things I don't like about this photo. I don't care that the hair is in her face. I do care that the hair looks like a wig that was plopped on her head and is about ready to fly
Cool,
off.
not Chantal's fault.
No. What is Chantal's fault is the face is giving a very strange emotion that I don't think she meant to give in this photo for paper.
Fascinating. I love it. I think that strange emotion is fierceness and greatness. What about you, Hannah? Tiebreaker.
I really like this photo.
Boom.
I think it's very well done.
Yep.
It does seem to me like the middle of like a 3-page spread.
Yes.
Which
sure
is nothing.
Maybe in the first with the fans not on, and in the third with the fans on so high
that the paper is going all over the place. See, I want her in a paper tornado.
I think it's really good. I think the setup is good, and I like what she's doing with her face. The only thing that bothers me about the critique that she gets is that Nigel talks about how this is great because sometimes you have to take a risk. And I'm like,
she didn't take a risk.
She just stood there while someone turned a fan on.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm not saying this is a photo that like she earned. They even say that her film was garbage. I'm just saying that this final image. But again, I get it. Me and Hannah are looking at a photo and then Alexander's being Tyson Beckford.
What is her hand doing other than just like lifting her skirt?
Modeling.
I hate you so much.
To be fair, a lot of these women were lifting their skirts this week.
Yes, agreed.
There was a weird... Y'all, when you take out your recycling, you don't just show a little leg. Show a little leg while you take out that recycling.
Oh, Mr. Recycling Man.
Ring a ding ding. Come get my sorted glass.
You hear someone to an ice cream truck, the recycling car come, and you're just like, you
just
gotta go
clink,
out.
Clink, 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 clink.
Oh, I love it so much.
Last up is Heather. It's not bad.
It's not bad.
It's not my favorite.
This one feels like a 60s period photo. There's something so... I don't know if it's like...
Do you mean menstruation or you mean period piece?
Period, like the
Period
60s.
piece.
Okay.
Not like someone in their 60s having their period, which would love to have that interview. But like I think it's like the eyelashes in the bottom are like kind of...
There's a little Warhol. There's a very Warhol energy to this.
Again, I don't dislike it. It seems like she had such a different concept compared to the rest of them somehow.
Well, because they just crushed cans and like nail gunned them to the wall.
And then also just filled 2 clear garbage bags full of cans.
How did we not get a photo of her crushing a can on her forehead straight to camera?
Or just like biting it, like
or just shotgunning one.
It's very hard to see, but I've just zoomed in, and there is a stool behind Heather that she's not using, and so you just have stool legs coming out of the bottom of her dress. That like we didn't want to get rid of the stool. She's not using the stool. Get rid of the. Can we? Someone strike the stool? Harper, can you strike the stool, please?
But honestly, all she had to do was look at the camera.
I mean...
Yeah, she could have been also picking her nose, and they would have been like, great, you did it.
See, look at you. Look at the confidence. Isn't that amazing? Look at what you did. After all of these weeks of profile, look at you.
I don't like her body. I will say that.
I don't... This is the bottom half for me. It's the first Heather shot that I've not liked, which I hate because it also makes me think, like, was she not good front on?
I don't think her face is the worst in front on.
I'm just saying that because this is my least favorite Heather.
Sure. I think it's the worst Heather photo because she's actively trying to think about how to model.
Instead of using that innate ability that Bianca
exactly
says she has.
Private panel.
Which one of you is going back into the recycling bin?
Back into is an interesting way.
You out of the recycling bin.
They had to sort them.
Also, considering the end result, we did kind of recycle a contestant. She's not wrong.
Taking the theme all the way here.
I wish she had said that at the end. We're going to reuse and upcycle you, Ambrielle.
We've reduced the number of contestants.
Yes.
And now we'll be reusing.
So Tyrus has a sentence that doesn't make sense, which is Talisha wants it the most. Every single, like half the house wants it.
Yeah, what an affront to Chantal.
Say that to Bianca's
and
face.
Bianca.
Chantal, who's going to use that rope and dive into the room with that one claw head and scratch Tyra's face out as soon as she says this. Tyson Beckford says something that is objectively going to be true, but is such a weird comment, which is Bianca's top 5. He won't be wrong.
But I do love, I don't remember who says this, but I'm not one for the stiff arm either.
Tyson says also, Ebony, she is weaker today. As opposed to when, Tyson? When are you referring to?
When she was describing the hot water heater upper.
When she was so good at describing the hot water heater
Maybe
upper?
he got to see a lot of her running around and was like, well, she's a good runner.
Miss J jumps on the Sarah, I mean, she's losing weight. No, she isn't. She isn't.
And also, even if she somehow was, it's been 4 weeks. There's no way she's lost a lot.
No.
Nigel says he wants her to be plus size so she can have, quote, a niche career knocked out for her. Yeah, that really makes Sarah want to be plus so she can have a niche career. She's only going to have a career if she's plus size.
Well, that is a consistent thing that they say about the plus size contestants is that is a smaller market currently, unfortunately.
Sure.
So I just wish that what they were saying we were seeing with Sarah, because then I think the critique could be somewhat valid. We're just not seeing evidence of it, and Sarah's not saying it.
No. They've decided that Lisa's kind of stagnant?
Ow. I ran into the microphone just so everyone knows because I was so aghast.
When she was literally the top photo last week?
And has been generally very consistent.
Yeah.
They don't remember who did how from week to week.
Oh, I love that sentence. Who did how? Who did how? That sounds like something in Drag Race, which I hate to mention on this podcast, but you know, she already had hers. Is like that's what I want for like Drag Race Holland. Who did how? It's just that's the room mail.
Describing Ambrielle, Miss J says that I've never saw model, but a girl who moved well and posed well. And I responded, Like a
A
model.
model. They've done this almost every episode where they're like, Ambrielle's not a model. All she has is the face, the body, the skin, the looks, the personality, but that's not a model. And I'm like, you keep describing individual pieces of a model and saying she has the full collection.
If we put her in magazines and in shows, people would think she's a model.
Think she's fabulous was the exact. I was like, this is a model.
I don't.
It's like being at a job interview and I'm the employer and you're the potential employee. And I'm like, look, I know you've got the resume, the experience, the personality. You'll fit the company culture and you're exactly the type of person we want to hire. Sorry. You're just like, well, but I have all the things.
Yeah, but you did it in Papyrus, so.
And then at the end of panel, Tyra says it's time to say peace to one of the girls.
But also
with snip,
also,
deuces.
But also cuts the piece.
Can we imagine that Tyra has 2 pairs of kitchen scissors and she goes clip, clip, and then holds them open to make peace signs with the little scissor legs?
Oh, that's cute. Why did she say peace, though?
What
did that have to do with recycling?
Abandoned the theme. I guess
it's a piece of trash.
Take out the recycling.
It's so easy.
Everyone, it's Wednesday night. It's time to take out the recycling and put it on the curb.
Tyson, it's your turn to take out the recycling.
All right, so we're getting to our call out.
Celicia gets first call out. Why?
I can't believe this. And I get that, like, if I'm being so generous, they're trying to give her a most improved, but absolutely she was not the best photo.
No.
Also surprised she did not get called out for her rolled up capri jeans.
Yes.
That was surprising to me.
Jenna is second.
Should have been first in my book.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, agreed. Heather is third.
I thought they were going to give first to Heather because of the raptures of front on camera and the challenge.
Right.
I'm not saying that I would give first to Heather, but I was surprised that they did not.
Right.
Then Bianca.
Why?
Because of the squinty big eyes.
I would have put Bianca bottom 2.
Then Sarah is all the way near the bottom.
For me, this was
Jenna, Sarah.
For me, and I know you disagree, but Jenna, Sarah, Chantal, Heather are my top 4 in that
sure,
order.
I agree with that.
I have an argument for putting Celicia like in the top 3 because of improvement, and
that's fair.
It was a good photo.
Sarah all the way at the bottom?
Sarah being that low is an affront to that photo.
Insane.
Then Chantal. Then Lisa.
Who gets fully trolled.
I mean,
maybe if you do this and this, you'll get called higher next week.
Also, Tyra's so angry at Lisa for being slightly dejected. Like, she's in the bottom 3. It's okay for her to show a moniker of emotion.
You mean modicum?
Maybe. Who can say? English is a fluid language.
Which leaves Ambrielle and Ebony in the bottom.
The report back from the set says that you all were the worst pictures in the bunch.
And I literally, so I read that whole sentence, and then my next notes were, what? Huh? Like, what do you mean? That was not at all the report back from set, because you decide what the worst photos were. The report from set is how they are on set, which was still negative for both of them, but like, what?
Then they fully lie to Ambrielle's face in their critique of, it's interesting because you girls know how to model. Okay, you've literally told Ambrielle she has no idea what a model is, and you can't see her as a model.
That she forgot how this week.
You've dropped way low. But the judges feel that one of you has the potential to get better, and that's Ebony. And then Tyra dares her to say something.
I have so much respect for how Ebony handled this whole situation.
Me too.
Me too.
She takes her minute, and then she just goes, I no longer want to be here. And she's clearly extremely emotional about it. She misses her family, and she's just not happy. And it takes a lot of personal strength, especially when you're that age, to be like, I wanted to do this, and a lot of people are looking at me, and I thought it would make me happy, but I'm miserable, so I'm going to take myself out of a bad situation.
For my own sanity and mental health.
And not to take away an opportunity from somebody who wants to be here.
And specifically in this moment, Ambrielle, who very much wants to be here.
Mm-hmm.
And then
she's like the dickest Tyra's ever been, right?
I wrote down the full speech.
This is almost worse to me than Tiffany in some ways.
I think it is.
I mean, I think it is
because
too.
It's this full, like,
shamey, very talking down to Ebony.
Well, and I'm not going to let you do this on your terms.
Yes.
So she says.
Yeah, read it out to us.
I don't think that's your problem. I think it's people telling you what to do. I think it's people telling you that you're not perfect. I think that's what you can't handle. And the most unattractive thing in the world to me is a quitter. And for that, you can go. Good luck.
For that, you can go was a strange choice of
the
words.
Good luck is also what got me. Like, that's what you do in a passive-aggressive Twitter thread, where after a while you're like, best of luck.
Every single consecutive sentence, just made her a bigger and bigger asshole.
Yeah.
Oh man, this was like, I actually barely have any notes on this section just because it was like hard to watch.
Yeah, especially because Ebony is standing there crying.
Bawling her eyes out, and everyone else is too. And then the world's creepiest hug, Heather and Mary J. Blige be damned.
How is Ambrielle supposed to feel in this situation?
Especially when Tyra goes, a free pass has been given.
I know this was crazy. And then they just hug. And she's like, and Tyra goes, it was meant to be.
And Ambrielle is also full weeping. And Tyra looks over at they're all crying.
Yeah.
With this like tiny smile.
Mm-hmm.
It's creepy weird.
And Ebony is like, I just don't want to feel like this anymore. I'm just going to be regular old happy Ebony.
And this editing is such bullshit.
Oh my God.
I have never
783.
seen the show do this to somebody like this before.
They even did grainy
footage on it.
So she writes a note. She writes a 4-page long note to the girls explaining why she left.
And I didn't write down any specific sentence, but I did pause and read as much as I could on the fridge. And it's extremely positive and nice. Says how much she loves them all. It's like all great.
Right. And then we cut to Ebony in her better, younger days where she's just like, pick me, Tyra, where she was happy. And it's almost like, I think the show is getting the opposite effect that it wanted. Because
I thought the same thing. I was like, look how happy and smiley Ebony used to be.
Before you ruined her.
Yes.
I do like that she's auditioning in the exact outfit that she brought to the show to do her talking heads in.
I mean, but I think they're trying to be like, see, she's lied. She was a liar. And she only liked it when she was good or whatever. But I'm seeing a happy person that you've destroyed over the course of like 6 weeks.
Absolutely. I do like the number 783. Then they have this sad music like Ebony's died. And then they give her a fade out. I don't know how to describe the emotion that was behind that fade out, but it was so weird.
In memoriam. It was an in memoriam fade out.
I kind of wish they had faded out Ambrielle, then faded out Ebony, and then brought Ambrielle back.
Oh my God.
But she was like now in Ebony's place in the collage.
Oh.
And it's just around her neck is now a sign that says free pass.
It just says recycled. 100% recycled material.
Not supposed to be here.
Oh, yeah. New brand. Who dis, Ambrielle? Okay. Ebony was Ebony Morgan. Great name.
Yes.
Not a lot of social media. However, get ready. I have so much else. So
great.
She got one of those Victoria realitytvworld.com interviews. And again, none will ever be like Vic's, but this is a good one too.
Sure.
One of the things she was quoted as saying is, when she called me a quitter, Tyra, I was a little upset by it. But after a while, I realized people are entitled to their own opinions. She thinks I'm a quitter. That's fine. In a sense, I did quit. So, in a sense, I am a quitter. Before coming to the show, I was the most shallow and materialistic person. Here I am in this $15 million house surrounded by the most lavish things, stumps and whatnot. And I wasn't happy.
She said stumps.
No,
of course not. That was editorializing.
Yeah, and I wasn't happy. All I could think of was my family. I was wondering if they missed me because I certainly missed them. I learned that family is so important. Okay, so Ebony just learned that Emily actually grew quite a bit as a person.
Yeah.
She is so well spoken in this interview.
Yeah,
this is so just the idea of she's entitled to her that is.
It's very.
I don't know if I would. I don't think I would have
it's
that.
It's extremely graceful
and
respectful of the show. She never She also does insist that she never bombed a photo shoot on purpose.
Mm.
Okay.
So, I'll take her to word. There's also, just like Mila before her, a bizarre CW interview. But this one has, again, this one's not that interesting of an interview. It's a host that only identifies himself as Jason C., the letter. And the weirdest thing is that they're both seated next to each other. And every time they cut to B-roll of Ebony on the show and cut back, they are always at different seating distances between each other. And it is so noticeable and weird.
Like they were playing tag, like she would move and he would scoot.
Yeah. And sometimes they were far away and sometimes they were super close. I will say this, though. Jason watched the show. Unlike that previous interview, Jason C. was doing a podcast of his own because he was like, here's what happened. Let's talk, girl. Like, blah, blah, blah. He didn't say girl, but he had that
I wish.
He had that energy of like, I'm going to talk. I'm going to get all Queenie Gay on you because I want the tea, sis. Like, that's the kind of the energy Jason C. gave me. Jason T. Never mind.
Ooh.
Okay. 2 other things. Wikipedia, as always, is such a gift on Top Model. People have done the work on Wikipedia.
Thank you.
And they do a very quick update. And here was Ebony's. Has gone back to dental school and was seen in Tyra's Fiercey Awards on the Tyra Banks show as one of the nominated models.
What?
We need to watch the Fiercey Awards as a bonus episode, truly,
Yeah,
because
I think
what
it's
was
gonna
she
have to happen.
nominated for? Also, you know how there's that top model math of like their call out percentage, like their number and all that stuff. So Ebony is the last in this cycle of the quote correct mathematical choices. Everyone who has been eliminated with at the place they should have been. So technically Ebony was like the quote correct person to eliminate. And after this, on this cycle specifically, it gets wild.
Yeah.
I imagine.
And I might be having to give like episode by episode updates every so often because it's weird. But yeah, of all the people, all the cycles, my mind changed the most about Ebony.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like she grew into a person that didn't care about lavish things, I grew as a person that understood human beings better.
Well, it seems like she also changed the most. And the show didn't really want us to see that, but she managed to have a journey that was not prescribed by the show, which is something that I think you rarely see on reality television.
It's fascinating because I think as a younger person, I just kind of took whatever the show was giving me as gospel.
I know I did. Whatever they spoon fed me, I lapped it up.
Mm-hmm.
And so looking back at it, I think Ebony is perfect of like why I think this podcast should exist and people should listen, really, is because like we're looking at it and going, wow, what garbage they treat some of these contestants on the show, and Ebony especially. Because they literally said, you're a bitch, no one likes you, you should change. And she's like, okay. And then was, poly positive to literally everyone. Mm-hmm. And then they still shit on her saying like, you don't smile, you hate us, you're garbage in person. Yeah.
I didn't realize when we started doing this podcast how my mind could be so changed about a contestant. And it also just means, beyond the fact that like all three of us obviously know a little bit more about how television works and editing and all those kind of things, also just like I've changed as a person where I recognize things like this a little better.
And if you think we recognize things better, you should rate, review, and subscribe to this podcast. I looked, we have 101 5-star ratings. That's amazing.
Seriously, thank y'all.
Oh my God.
Update. If you aren't listening on Apple iTunes where you can post a review, you can now post a review on our page at podchaser.com. So if you go to Podchaser, even if you don't listen there, you can still write a review. You can still leave a rating. That helps us a lot. I know it sounds really stupid and trifling to be like, hey, go to this website. But like if you are out there listening on like Spotify or...
For all our non-Apple people, I feel you.
And also international people. If you listen through podleadum.com, where you can also send emails to us, you can go to Podchaser and leave a review. And that would be great. You can find me anywhere at Yet Charming.
Reach out to me on Instagram at Hannah Jane Ginsburg.
And I'm on Twitter at JW Crump.
And be sure to use the hashtag PodLeadum whenever you post about us so that I can get a little taste of what you're thinking about us.
Yum. And support the show by going to anchor.fm/PodLeadum.
So for PodLeadum, I've been Alexander Price.
I'll be Hannah Jane Ginsburg.
And I'm JW Crump.
And we'll see you on top.
PodLeadum is not endorsed by America's Next Top Model, Tyra Banks, 10x10 Entertainment, or any of their subsidiaries. It is intended for entertainment and informational purposes only. America's Next Top Model and all names, pictures, and audio clips are registered trademarks and copyrights of their respective trademark and copyright holders.